definitely going to fall off after this.
Really?
How much rubbing is it going to take?
Oh, it looks a lot better.
Okay.
Dude, it's not even going to take that much rubbing. You're complaining you've done 1/4.
Huh?
You're complaining you've done a quarter
No,
panel.
I'm saying like in general it's going to suck.
Yeah, well, you're not going to the gym today, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So you're going to wax this thing?
Yep.
Why?
Huh?
So you're going to wax this thing? Why?
I'm going to have to.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, but after I buff it and polish it, I have to wax it.
There's the hood in the sun. I'm still gonna have to pound some of the stuff out, but not bad. Probably gonna shave down these holes, but look at that. Heck yeah. No more big dent. Super stoked about that. The whole hood used to, like, right here was just a hole, like a fat hole. And then over here was a big hole. So, I mean, I'm pretty stoked that we were able to get most of that out. Shout out to Franklin for coming up and helping me with that. Big shout out to him. That was really fun. So today we're supposed to get up super early and wash cars because apparently there's a car show today. It's not even car show season yet, but apparently there's a local cruise night car show that we do up here where I live. So one of the people that like helped start it, I guess, died, and so they're doing a memorial, right? Memorial for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a memorial cruise, I guess. So it's gonna be kind of like the same cruise nights we had during like the summer when all the car shows were going on, but I'm hoping at least that's what it is. But I guess it's supposed to be centered around a memorial for this guy, which is really cool, I guess. I mean, I think it's super cool. It's definitely gonna be a good cruise, good excuse to go cruising. So we're pretty much getting up early and washing cars. So we might even go over my truck and see if we can wax it. I don't know, but we're gonna wash both vehicles anyways. That's why we're going ahead and washing vehicles so they don't look like total junk. So we're power washing Chris's car. We got a ton of stuff to like wax and clean it. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. I don't do detailing, as you can probably tell.
Do I need to go through it?
If you want, I don't even.
Here, I'll save it for me. There is.
Yeah.
There's tire shine, buffing compound, polishing compound. I got some spray wax. I got sealant. Got another protective coat, clay bar. I think it's it.
Yeah.
It's 1,000 trillion microfibers.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna try to hopefully color match this hood. I mean, it looks like a dark gray now, but in the sunlight, it's like this light gray and it looks like garbage. So we might even.
Watch out, I'm spraying.
It's got the primer over it, so we might see if we can color match it with some spray paint. Does everyone do that?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I can tell. Alright, so now we washed his car, and it's actually getting waxed, and it turned out really, really good. Everything's like super shiny. Clay barred, not waxed. Not waxed yet, but clay barred. Just sweet. So that looks good. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and wash my truck. So then we're gonna wash it. We might clay bar it, try to pull some of this dirt out and grease marks and see what it does. But it's such a rough finish that I'm kind of worried to see what it does. But I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. And yeah, so cue the time lapse music. Better?
Yeah, it's actually really smooth.
So we pulled Chris's hood off and decided to sand it so we can shoot it to see if we can kind of color match it. So there's a couple spots that need to be filled, but I went over it with a 320, or Chris actually blocked it with a 320, and And he blocked it with a 600, and so you can see light coming off it, so it's nice and smooth now. And we're gonna take our filler primer, sandable primer, go over a couple spots, and then just hit it with a regular Ace 2-in-1 primer paint thing, and see how it comes out. And then afterwards, if we want to, we'll sand it some more to try to color match it to the car. But I think we'll be good after this, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna paint this thing. All right, so now we got chicken pox on the hood because we decided to use a Bondo putty. I don't know where Chris put it, but oh, there it is. It's a glazing putty. So this one you don't have to mix, and you can literally just like lay it on and just wait 20 or 30 minutes, and then you can sand it. I already sanded this one spot after, and you can see where the crack was, and now it's literally perfectly smooth, so that's sick. And then after you lay it and sand it, you can spray a primer over it, and then you'll see where you need to go over it again or not. So now I'm gonna go ahead and sand every little one of these spots because Chris is too busy detailing his stupid car that I have to do it for him.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, whatever.
You're a good friend.
No, I'm not. Alright, so we got the hood all blocked out, washed, cleaned, mostly cleaned. What the heck, Chris?
Dude, I hit it with the hose.
Dude. Yeah, that's fine. So it's blocked out all the way up to 600 for now. We're gonna go ahead and spray it one color. And then, oh dude, it's not even dry yet. We're gonna go ahead and block that. We're gonna block it with probably like 1500, then 3000, then 5000 to try to match it to the paint of the car, hopefully. Because we're trying to make spray paint look like actual car paint, so that should be interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and spray this hood and see what it turns out like.
All right, so it was way too windy, and we put the hood in the garage. So we're gonna paint it. Maybe wet sand it today after the clear coat, depending on if I have time. I have to go to work in a little bit. After that, hopefully it looks like real paint. Hopefully, and it is. It's an Ace hardware, it's just a name brand. Not even the nice paint, but we're gonna make it work.
So I'm finally going to take some initiative and actually finish what I should have done a long time ago. So I have these lenses, and oh, checking out my truck. And then I have these lenses that need to go inside here on the side marker lights. My dad got them for me for Christmas. Yeah, everyone's checking out my truck. So these are supposed to go in there like so. That's pretty much what they'll look like. Look a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. I'm pulling a little bit of the hardware off the other truck. Sorry for whoever gets it. I'm kind of stealing some hardware because I need to be able to screw this in. The other one, the light on the other side works, but this one has a rat that kind of ate the power wire. You can tell it's a teeth mark right there. So I have to splice this one back together, and then this one should work. If not, I have another lens, and then I have these fittings for it again, and I've got two of these that I can put in. It's a Dennis Carpenter, some good stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those in. Hopefully look a little bit better than just dangling wires.
Follow my YouTube channel, Chris B. Cream.
You don't even know if that name's taken yet.
Oh shit.
That'd be so awesome. We can make your name Krispy Kreme.
Where's your laptop?
We'll go try that.
Okay.
So I'm having a big problem to where I keep losing these. And a good thing about having another project around is I can just walk over here and do this. So this truck has them. As you can see, they're like gone. So what I do to pull them out is I pretty much just like thread it in a decent amount. A couple threads in. Kind of wiggle it around a little bit. And then it pops out like that.
Before Adobe, what'd you use to edit your videos?
And I can go ahead and push this guy back in. Push the little teeth in. And we're in. So to fix this guy, I gotta pull the ground off so I can drop the wire out so I can splice these back together. So I'm gonna pull my taillight out, which is these top two, and then I can access the ground inside. Ooh, fancy.
Oh yeah, it does look pretty good. Fire stuff. So you didn't need the shrink tubing after all, huh? So what is this? This is the molding that they have in it.
Alright, so that looks a heck of a lot better. We've got the side marker lights in. The only downside is it actually makes it stands out like a sore thumb because it looks so much newer than everything else. But I mean, it looks better than it did.
You can see where the Ford stamp was. They literally used the exact same mold. They just didn't put Ford in it because they can't.
So that's good. Now everything works. All the lights work. This one didn't work because you saw the rats, and then spliced the new one in. So I fixed that up, put that on. That works. Looks a lot better now from both angles. So now it doesn't. I mean, personally, one of these days I'm gonna get another bed. I'm gonna cut this section of the bump out, and I'm actually gonna weld it in here and just continue the body line, delete the light entirely. I know in some states that's illegal not to have a side marker light, but it's just like one of those things where it's just like you don't really care. I am, however, gonna put these screws and put the side marker lights back into this truck so I can at least have some sort of side marker light in it. So I went ahead and just kind of like tossed it in, so I'm just gonna put these screws back in. I think this it's got the original, see, now you can see the Ford stamp. This one like melted or something, but you can see it even got the original bulb, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna put that back together. The only downside is this side never had one, but I don't even think that bulb works. I mean, yeah, I really doubt it, maybe. So we've got Chris's head pretty much sprayed out. It hasn't been sanded yet. It's been shot with 2 coats of black and 2 coats of clear. And for literally, this was, I think it was, what was the clear? Like Rustoleum or something?
It was a circle tip.
Yeah, it was a Rustoleum Clear and an Ace Hardware paint and primer gloss. And so we painted the whole thing for like 20 bucks. So that looks pretty freaking good. And we haven't even sanded it yet, and you can see all the light off it. Yeah, it's got orange peel on it, but I mean, it's not even that bad. Normally you wouldn't be able to see your reflection in normal spray paint, so I think that's a plus. So we're gonna go ahead and clean it and then put it on the car.
Are we just gonna go for a place to start?
Oh.
That's way cool.
Whoa. Well, I mean, it's also dark. Oh my God.
I'm just gonna follow him, so I don't have to explain it.
But for the most part, it looks really damn good. It's good, huh?
Look at that.
It's really good.
I mean, it's not in direct light, so it's gonna like not show all the flaws, but I don't care. That looks good.
It looks really good. Really good. Wait, come here. Like, Kyle looks so much taller. Right? But overall, super stoked for the project. In tomorrow's video, we are going to wax it, or not wax it, my bad. We're gonna sand it, polish it, put on some type of sealant or something just to protect the paint a little more, because you know it is spray paint.
That is good.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next video.
Ooh,
I just filmed my first outro.
my boy. Look at that. Chris B. Cream. I'm gonna leave a link to his channel down below. Okay, so I actually didn't explain this. So we actually made Chris a YouTube channel finally. I remember in my last video I said we were gonna make a channel for him at 20K. But I'm not 20K yet, but he wanted to make a channel because he put an Instagram pull up and like 90% of people wanted him to actually start a channel. So we started his channel, and one of our friends said his name should be The Craig 910 as in one like some sort of subtle meme. But then someone else said, I think it was Aaron, said, what was it? Name him Chris B. Cream. So his name's Chris Bryant, and then someone said Chris and then a capital B and then Cream. I don't know why. It just sounds really funny and it flows really well. So this is the not one nasty 88 anymore. This is Chris B. Cream, my boy. And this is the Krispy Kreme mobile. Krispy Kreme Camaro. So we gotta change the plate out from one nasty 88 to the Krispy Kreme. So we're gonna change this to Chris B. Cream. But yeah, looks awesome. Super stoked that it came out. I don't care what anyone says. This costed us $20 and it looks almost perfect. You can see the ripples because it's fiberglass, but I don't really care. It's cool. So we're gonna finish out this video with one cool little subtle clip for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video if you did enjoy. It was kind of all over the place. It's been 3 days I've been filming this video. I don't really know where I'm at. But anyways, like the video, subscribe, and enjoy this next clip. I can't reach the passenger window thingy, roll down her thingy. Gotten pretty good at that.